So, if the dog does move, put it on the spot and tell it you're not happy. Don't beat it. Don't kick it. Don't throw objects at it or hit it with a tennis racket. Just drop the tennis racket. If you notice what I do when I retrieve, I drop the tennis racket behind me to show the dog that there's no fear of something else in my hand. Not because I've hit the dog with a tennis racket. I've never hit the dog with a tennis racket. Well, because it would send a problem to the dog if it saw the tennis racket as a threat. The whole point of it is, if the dog does creep forward, it's creeping forward, you could say, you haven't trained it right. That's rubbish. It shouldn't creep forward, but dogs are not 100% robots. They're like we are. They make mistakes. Let them make the mistake and then correct it. That's the important thing. Switch off the mind at the right time, but don't destroy drive. If you destroy drive, you lose the element of one of the best parts of the dog's natural ability. It doesn't go after something at quarter the pace because it's scared it's going to be in trouble. If it was in the hunting environment, or it was protecting you, it'd only protect you half-heartedly. It would protect you with its life. It would protect you with its adrenaline, its drive. And at the end of the day, training is exactly the same. Anybody can stifle a dog. Only true good trainers can get the best out of the dog, keeping it on the edge but having the control as well. And sometimes you've got to show the dog a little bit of discipline for the dog to trust you and know that you're in charge, because they test you. This bitch is exactly the same. She tests me. She just says, I'm just going to move forward 1 foot. And I let that go 1 foot, and it becomes 2 foot, and then 4 foot. Then she's running in. So I don't think she'll ever run in permanently, flat out, and say, do me, because she's got too much respect for me. Doesn't fear me, but she's got too much respect. But what she's got to learn is, if you move off that spot before I say move off that spot, I got to come down on you. Now, it all depends on what you want the dog to do. If you want the dog to be a competition dog, well, it better be sharp and it better not move, else you're going home. And it's not nice when you travel 300 miles to competition, you've got to put your dog in the back of the car, because he sleeps all the way home, or she sleeps all the way home in the dog box. She doesn't realise that she's done you, or he's done you, and put you out of the competition when you've got a good dog, but you've not had that total control. So the skill is having the total control, not destroying the drive, and keeping the pace, and having a happy dog as well. Now, I can tell you one thing, I've just had to grab hold of this dog and place her back down on the spot, because when I moved, she moved. And I'm now conditioning her that, no, you don't move when I move unless I tell you. And so she's learnt that. On 2 occasions she's moved recently, and I've put her back down on the spot, and I've said to her, no, that's not acceptable. I don't want you to move. You must listen to me. She doesn't hold resentment to that. She's starting to send me a message with the contact of her face and her eyes and her tongue and her ears and her movement in her body that, yeah, okay, I'm upsetting you. I don't want to upset you. I'm going to put my head down and I'm going to play the game. So I've still got the drive, but she still wants to do it, and that's the important thing. Now let's see how much she does want to do it. Here's the ball. Doggy retrieve. Close. Sit. Get out. Plenty of drive. Not stopping. Straight to it. Tennis racket goes behind me. Drop it flat. 2 hands out. On purpose. To funnel the dog into here. And straight off the dog. Instantly taking it off the dog. Good gear. And I don't need to stroke her. I don't need to give her too much praise. Why? Because she become bouncy and she become in charge again and start moving forward. So there's sensibility, there's natural ability in that dog, and why wind it up to the point that it becomes a little bit silly? Now I'm going to bend down and I'm going to pick up the tennis racket, and she's going to stay there. And what she's done, she's dropped her head slightly because, like I said 5-10 minutes ago, I just squared her up for moving because she was moving a spot. Now you watch the dog. Don't watch the racket. Watch the dog. No movement at all from the dog. Right? But the dog has marked it. The dog has marked it, right? Now what I'm going to say to the dog is, come here. Look at what she does. She's not coming right in because she's saying, I want the ball. Right? Now, do I make a big thing of that? I've got to win this battle. Come here, close, close, sit. So I spin around. Now I can control her, because if she doesn't go straight towards that ball, I can see it because it's a clean one out there, I'll control her. And with my controlling her, she'll think that I know better. But to help her, even though it's a scene, I've taken her eye off it, so I'm going to line her up. Get out. Nice line. On the line. There's the line. There's the bounce. Get out! Get out! Lost her! There you go. And she'll start to trust me and believe in me. So, she'll start to trust and believe in me. But I guarantee if I leave it out there, no different than a bird falling out the sky, and I send her straight away, there won't need to be any handling. The handling comes in when I take her eye off it and she thinks she knows better. Sometimes I have to say to her, no, listen to me, I'm in charge.